Hello, beautiful people. So I've been a K-pop stan for roughly about 8 years. Yeah, 8 years. And I think I figured how things works generally, except for what happened between Jimin and Jonghyun. I think we will never know that. But one thing that I still find kind of confusing is how fame work. So I did a quick Google research and I was still very confused, I'm not gonna lie to you, because Google said K-pop group fame stems from blend of intense training, unique concept, powerful performances, and strategic uses of social media. Create a strong connection with fans through relatable content, stunning visuals, catchy music with hybrid sounds and distinct. I don't think this is kind of the answer, because I think there's so many underrated groups that do have this kind of unique concept and everything, and they're still not famous. So I kind of figured out, why don't we together think and let's kind of figure out this. So by now we kind of know that K-pop over the years has become a very profitable and saturated market. We know that there are plenty of groups. Just think of any groups you can think right now. You probably can think of many groups, and it's like only from most famous companies. So Twice, NCT, Stray Kids, Cortis, IVE, 80s, TXT, Boy Next Door, 17, MX. Okay, you get it. There is a lot of groups, and like those that I just nominated, I think, and the one you thought about are just the few groups of pretty famous company. Not necessarily the big three, but they're pretty solid or famous company. But you have to think that there are plenty of more groups that are not that famous, so kind of underrated or less famous groups like One Verse, A-Turn, Rolling Quartz, and many more. By the way, if you know any groups that is kind of underrated, let me know in the comment, because I'm searching for some more group to stan. So definitely let me know. And those are actually called Nugu groups. So what a Nugu group is: a Nugu group in K-pop refers to a relatively unknown, obscure, or new K-pop group that hasn't achieved significant popularity. With the term Nugu meaning who in Korean, essentially asking who are they. So that's why we're gonna call them Nugu groups. So we have to think that every year we see around 100 to more than 100 groups debut. This year, nearly 2,000 groups debuted. Yeah, you heard me, 200, sorry, not 2,000, 200 groups. And this just goes to show you how much the industry is becoming more and more saturated, because, as I said before, it's very profitable. It gets money, a lot of money. You have to think about concert, merch, albums, and I think since the K-pop industry is very much built around the parasocial relationship, so you see these groups building a very stronger relationship with their fans, and on one hand it's a very cute thing, but on the other, it also gets a lot of money, because you want to support the artist that makes you feel good, so you buy their stuff. But not only in Asia, but at this point all over the world. So of course everyone would try their luck, because K-pop isn't really about the company, at least not completely, because we have seen K-pop groups that have become extremely famous, but not in the big three companies like 50/50, Brave Girls, Everglow. Of course, beginning with a very strong company lead you to being like, you start from a very privileged point, but that doesn't guarantee immediate success. For example, Kickflip. Kickflip is a group that has debuted this year in JYP Entertainment. So this segment I'm gonna be very biased, because I love Kickflip. In such a short time they've become one of my favorite groups. I stand them pre-debut and I love them. I think they're so cute. And I just ordered their ally stick, so I'm very happy with that. As I said, I think they debuted with a very strong debut, in my opinion, and they dropped 3 years in just not even a year, because they didn't debut like early January, I think, more I don't really I'm gonna put the date here. Anyways, like 3 albums, so they worked so hard this year, and they still didn't get the success that I think Joey thought they would. And I was trying to figure out why people don't stand kickflip, like from a genuine like curiosity, because I was like, I feel like they have everything that usually a person is looking to in a K-pop group. They're talented, they're very funny. And so I started searching on TikTok, and I got really mad because people are just purely hating on them for no specific or valid reason, even though I don't think there is ever a really valid reason to hate. Well, not for everyone. Anyways, so yeah, people accusing them of copying Boy Next Door, and the whole fact that they had to apologize because they were dancing to Cheer Up by Twice, not like energetically or whatever they said. Veteran ones. Like, that's just so stupid. When I first saw the clip of them dancing, I was just so happy because I was like, okay, yay, how cute. And they weren't even like dancing lazy, like many people said, oh, they weren't dancing to their senior song. Like, they were just having fun to the song, and they had them apologize for that.
Oh,
like,
stress.
That's so crazy. Anyways,
oh my God, stress.
And also their mama mistreatment, I don't know, it's just so sick, and I feel like they deserve so much, so please stand them. I feel like I'm promoting them, but yeah, anyways, please stand kickflip. So I was about to say that it's crazy that there isn't a genuine, like not a specific reason on why people didn't F with their debut, because I personally think the song I really like Mama Said, so many people didn't like it, maybe it's sad. But that's okay, because I feel like they're slowly growing, as Stray Kids did. Because also, like, if we see Stray Kids, I think they really got famous with God's Menu. So, like, from God's Menu on, everything started to build up very quickly, which I think is very okay, and that just goes to show you how famous, no matter how famous a company is, they can't buy you fame or guarantee you fame. You could buy fame, and I think we have to address the All Day Project situation, because I feel like they were a very pretty popular group, not because of a very good reason. Like, I only personally knew All Day Project because of the black culture appropriation. And now I know about them because they won a Desang with only 2 songs that weren't even that famous, ironically. And this is a very big sign of why you should not try to buy fame. I'm not saying they did buy fame. Don't come for me. But what are the odds? She's like that girl. I don't remember her name, but she was like the niece of the man who owns Samsung, and she won a Desang with only 2 songs. Okay, what are the odds? I'm just saying, that goes to show you that, you could really, like, it is noticeable when someone doesn't really deserve a prize, or that goes to show you why you can't buy fame. If they did. Well, not really fame, an award, but you know what I mean, right? So, is it talent? I don't think so. Is it song or visual or personality? And I feel like this part of really figuring out what is it that makes a K-pop group famous, it's kind of tricky, because we know the training system, and we know of K-pop, and we know how crazy these people train to get just the chance to debut. Like, some people go for training from 9 years, 8 years, even 3 years is a lot, because like it's very challenging, as many idols said, it's actually like the hardest part, because you're not guaranteed success. You're just trying, so you train all of these years just to get the chance to debut. And I actually found this comment on Reddit, and I'm gonna read it to you. I think it's unpopular because a lot of people like to make a big deal out of idol being a lazy dancer, or this idol not hitting a note. But I honestly think it actually doesn't really matter for an idol. There's a baseline of skill that an idol has to meet, and it's really low these days. Just don't be tone deaf and absolutely have no rhythm, and that's basically the bar. As long as they perform well enough not to be badly stand out consistently, it really won't affect them or their popularity. Actually, even then, it could probably be redeemed just by being hot. Talent has little impact on popularity. What actually matters is first and foremost attractiveness, a mix of visuals and charms. And then personality, maybe. Talent alone cannot elevate an idol that has no attractiveness according to the standards of K-pop stan and Korea. And in a part, I agree, because I think the most important thing is that an idol have the basic skills. But also, attractiveness. I think that, of course, according to the standards of K-pop stans, especially in Korea, I think you could get a fair chance of being famous just because you're hot. But it's like also that there's also many groups who have hot people that are not that famous. Where I don't agree with this person is the personality part, because I think it's actually very, very important, because in this era and time of the world, we live through memes. Like, we talk through memes. Memes are so important, and being relatable is one of the key factors for every person to succeed. And so I feel like having a funny personality in which people can relate to can bring more fans than talent or visual can. An example is Kyo of P1 Harmony. Not saying that he's not attractive or famous. I love P1 Harmony. They're one of my ultimate groups, and I think Kyo is so talented and attractive. But I also feel like at one point, like, so many of his like personality moment, like memes, went viral that many people started standing the group because of the memes. And I actually went to the Milan P1 Harmony concert, and I've met so many girls that were like, yeah, I started standing them actually because I saw a meme, and I was like, oh my god, he's so funny, which group he is in? And then they started standing them. So I feel like personality, very relatable and funny personality, could get you famous. And I feel like that happened a lot. So I don't agree with this person with this, because I feel like we could arguably say that personality, it is more important, especially in the worldwide, if we see it through a worldwide lens. Because you could say, yeah, in Korea, maybe like, even if you're relatable, you could get more famous if you're attractive. But I feel like worldwide, I feel like K-pop stan worldwide really search for a relatable person, someone who could, is relatable. So I think that personality is so important. And about the visual, you could say is important, like any other industry, because you could go viral for being funny or for just being beautiful. So I think it's really random at this point. So yeah, all of this didn't really answer my question to if it's really talent visual, because it's not really talent, it's not really visual, it's not really personality, because I feel like even though you could be a very relatable and funny person, and still not be famous. Maybe it's social media then? Yeah, I think we can start by saying that a very important part is the marketing with TikToks, memes, and everything. But I think that at the end of the day, one of the most important things is luck. Is actually pure luck. And let's see some of the cases in which I think really explain to you why it is luck. First of all, Brave Girls. It's a group that literally went viral with their song Rolling in South Korea, a song that was first released in 2016, and it became viral again, or just viral, because when it came out it wasn't really that viral, in 2021 because of a clip of them performing it in the military. So this clip made them go from almost disbanding, and the members saying like they were about to give up, because it was like now about 6 years that they debuted, and it wasn't just working, so they were ready to give up their dreams, to actually topping Korean charts, and a song that was 4 years old and a group near disbandment that took the Korean charts for weeks. And it became a sensation. It became so well known and famous, and it was just like this. A clip made them viral. Do you know why? It wasn't really a funny clip. It wasn't really a clip about talent. I'm not saying they're not talented. I think they are, but you get what I mean. It wasn't really about the visuals. It was just a normal clip of them performing it, and that made them literally go from disbandment to being one of the song that topped Korean charts, and it was just so crazy. Or with 50/50. Cupid was not only a hit, it was more like a song that took over not only the K-pop world, but just the world in general. And it was just like this. Because yes, we could say it was a very good song. I love Cupid. But it's not really the fact that it was a good song. It was just pure luck that it became famous. So yeah, at the end of the day, I think that talent, like if you want to put them in percentage, yeah, talent and like the actual song is 30%, personality and visuals 20%, and a big 50% goes to just luck. Just see, maybe you got luck, maybe not. And I feel like this is also why many groups still, like, we have so many groups that debut, because you could try. And also because, like, it just popped to my mind, but in this time where we have TikTok, social medias, YouTube, even smaller agencies can really shine, or smaller groups can really shine through their personality, or just because they can actually promote themselves through social media. And of course, as I said before, you are already privileged if you debut in a big company, but that doesn't guarantee at least not immediate success. You have to really build your fandom, and not just rely on your company. And of course, I think I didn't talk about other minor things that I think affect the success of a group, but I think that would take us hours, and it was just a reflection video. But yeah, as I said, I didn't say everything that affect the success of a group, like the marketing, variety shows, the promotions, the genre of the song, which I think is kind of important, because of course a pop album is gonna make more than an indie album, because just what goes more, right? Even though Nayeon and Taeyong are two members of one of the most famous group in the world, you still see that you still see how important is the genre, because the Taeyong album didn't really do as well as Nayeon album, because Nayeon was pop, and of course pop is more famous and it's just a genre that is more listened to. Yeah, but that was just an analysis overall. Take it with a grain of salt, and take it however you want. So let me know in the comment, what do you think, and I'll see you in the next video, I guess. Yeah, okay, bye.